students, today I am going to start question number 1 of exercise 15.3. Now question number 1 says draw the graphs for the following tables of values with suitable scales on the axis. Now here number of apples and cost in rupees is given. That means cost of 1 apple is rupees 5. Cost of 2 apples is 10. Cost of 3 apples is 15. Cost of 4 apples is 20 and cost of 5 apples is 25. Now we will have to draw the graph. Now at first we will have to draw the axis. So this is horizontal axis. Horizontal is known as x-axis and this is vertical axis. Vertical axis is known as y-axis. Now we are measuring number of apples on the x-axis and cost on the y-axis. Cost is measuring in rupees. Okay. Now both the axes meet at point O. Now we will have to take the scale. Since we have to measure number of apples on the x-axis and number of apples is given 1 to 5. So here one box means the length of one unit we are considering as 1. So it will be 2 till 5 is there, so it's 3 on the dark green color line, okay, or 4 and then 5. Now here these values are the table of 5. These are the multiples of 5. So if you take 1 unit is equals to 5, that means on the y-axis 5, 10, 15. See, all the values are multiple of 5. So here 1 unit we have taken 5 rupees. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Till 25 is given. So here scale we have taken 1 unit is equals to rupees 5. Now we will plot the points in the graph sheet. Now at first we have number of apple is 1. Now when we write the coordinates, we write it as x comma y. Means first we put the value of x and then we put the value of y. Now when the number of apple is 1, 1 will be on the x-axis. So here is 1. And when the number of apple is 1, that time you are paying 5 rupees. Now 5 rupees is here on the y-axis. So you will go up from one point. From point 1 you will go up, and since cost of 1 is 5, so we will just get the value on the y-axis. See, here is 5. So this is the coordinate 1, 5. 1 is the value of x and 5 is the value of y. So first we will put the value of x and then we will put the value of y. Next we have, when we have 2 apples. 2 apples is on the x-axis, and when you are buying 2 apples you have to pay 10 rupees. Now 10 is where? Here is 10. Now from here we will go towards y-axis. Now see, it's 10. So that means this is the coordinate 2, 10. 2 is the value of x and 10 is the value of y. Similarly, when you are buying 3 apples, 3 is on the x-axis. So from 3 you are going up and till here you will go, because here is 15. So from here if you go towards left to the y-axis, you will get the value 15. So this is 3, 15. This point is, this coordinate is 3, 15. 3 is the value of x and 15 is the value of y. Now when you are buying 4 apples, 4 is on the x-axis, then you are paying 20 rupees. So from 4 again you will go up, okay, till here you will go, because after, if you go more than this, then you will be going beyond 20, because you will have to pay 20 rupees, isn't it? For 4 apples you will have to pay 20 rupees. So you will not go farther this. From here you will go towards left to y-axis. Here is 20. So this is the coordinate 4, 20, in which value of x is 4 and value of y is 20. Now next we have 5 apples. When you are buying 5 apples, 5 is on the x-axis. So when you are buying 5 apples, you will have to pay 25 rupees. So from 5 again you will go up. Okay, till here you will go, because from here you will have to come to the left to the y-axis, because here is 25. So this is the coordinate 5, 25. 5 is the value of x and 25 is the value of y. Now to get the graph, we need to join all the points. Okay, so this way we'll put the points in the graph sheet. Now coming to B part. Now in the B part we have distance traveled by car. Time is given in hours and distance is given in kilometer. So here at 6 am the car travels 40 km. At 7 am the car travels 80 km. At 8 am the car travels 120 km. And at 9 am the car travels 160 km. At first we will have to draw the graph. So for this we need to draw the axis. This is x-axis. And this is y-axis. And both the axes meet at point O. Now we are measuring time in the horizontal axis. Time is given in hours. And measuring distance on the vertical axis, and distance is given in kilometer. Now we will have to take the scale. Here time is given 6 am, 7 am, 8 am, 9 am. That means if I take 6 am over here, means after 1 unit if I take 6 am, okay, then again after 1 box if I take 7 am, so the distance between this, the distance between 1 box, you are taking the scale, 1 box is equals to 1 hour, because the gap in between this is 1 hour. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Here 1 box is equals to 1 hour, because the difference between each number, 6 to 7 1 hour, 7 to 8 is 1 hour, 8 to 9 is 1 hour. Okay. So here we have taken 1 unit is equals to 1 hour on the x-axis. Okay. Now here the distance is given in kilometer, and the values, whatever values are there, 40, 80, 120, 160. If you see, this is the table of 2. 42s are 80. Okay. 43s are 120. 44s are 160. So this is the table of 40. This is the multiple of 40. So if you take 1 unit is equals to 40, then we can easily plot all this number: 40, 80, 120 and 160. These all are in kilometer. Okay. So here the scale on the y-axis is 1 unit. Here 1 box is 40 kilometer we have taken. So we'll write 1 unit is equals to 40 kilometer. Okay. Now we'll plot the points. Now at 6 am it travels 40 kilometer. Now 6 am, as you all know, that coordinates should be written in the form of x and y, where in which first value is the value of x and second value is the value of y. So at first we need to check the x-axis. So 6 am, 6 is on the x-axis. Now from 6 we'll go up. Okay. And then we'll find the distance 40 kilometer. Okay, because at 6 am it travels this distance 40 kilometers. So from here we will go towards left to the y-axis to find 40 kilometer. So this is the coordinate. Now at first we will write the value of x, which is 6. 6 is on the x-axis and 40 is on the y-axis. So we'll write 6, 40. Okay. Next we have at 7 am 80 kilometer distance it travels. So from here, from 7 is on the x-axis, so from 7 will go upwards, and from here we will have to go towards left to find the distance 80 kilometer, which is on the y-axis. Okay. So this is the coordinate 7, 80. 7 is the value of x and 80 is the value of y. Similarly, at 8 am it covers the distance 120 kilometer. Now 8 is on the x-axis. So from 8, if you go upwards, you will go up to this. From here, you will have to go towards left to the y-axis to get the value 120 kilometer. So this is the coordinate 8, 120. 8 is the value of x and 120 is the value of y. Okay. Now next at 9 am, it covers the distance 160 kilometers. So 9 is on the x-axis. Here is 9. So from 9, if you go upwards, we'll go up to this because here is 160 kilometers. So from here, if you go towards left to the y-axis, you'll be getting 160 kilometers. So this is the, here two line meets, this and this line meets over here. So this is the, here is the coordinate 9, 160. Here 9 is the value of x and 160 is the value of y. Now we will join all the points to get the graph. So this is the graph. We have joined all the points. Now in the first part, we have how much distance did the car cover during the period 7:30 to 8. Now here is 7 am and here is 8 am, and in between 7 and 8 it's 7:30. So here it is. Now from this point, if you go upwards, it meets over here. It meets this line over here. Now from here, if you go towards left to find that how much distance the car covers during this time, we have to go to the y-axis. Now this point is 100 kilometer. Why? Because distance between the gap between 120 and 80 is 40 and the half of 40 is 20. So this will be from here to here is 20 and from here to here is 20. So 80 plus 20 is 100 and 100 plus 20 is 120. So it will be 100 kilometer. So this 100 kilometer distance the car covers at 7:30. We have seen that. At 7:30 it covers the distance 100 kilometer. Okay. Now we will have to find the distance during this time 7:30 to 8. Now let us find that at 8 o'clock, at 8 am, how much distance the car travels. A car covers, see, 8 hours is here at x-axis. Now from here if you go upwards, and from here it meets, this line meets over here. Now from here if you go towards left to find how much distance the car covers at 8 am, we will get 120 kilometer. We will write at 8 am, this is 7:30 am, at 8 am distance covers is 120 kilometer. So we will have to find that how much distance did the car cover during this period. At 7:30 it covers 100 kilometer and at 8 am it covers 120 kilometers. So from 7:30 to 8, how much distance it covers? When you find the difference between these two, you will get the distance covered during this time. So we'll write the distance car covers during 7:30 am to 8 am is 120 minus 100 is 20 kilometer. Okay. Now in the next part we have to find what was the time when the car had covered a distance of 100 kilometers since its start. Means we have to find the time. Okay. Now here distance is given 100 kilometer. Now just now we have seen that now 100 is in between 80 and 120, right? Now 100 kilometer distance at what time does it cover? Now from 100 kilometer, if you go towards right, it meets the line over here. Now from here we will have to go downwards to the x-axis to find the time. So it is coming exactly in between 7 and 8. So this means at 7:30. So we'll write at 7:30 a.m. the car had covered a distance of 100 kilometer. Okay. So this was part B. Now coming to part C. Now in part C we have interest on deposit for a year. Deposited money is given in rupees and simple interest on this money is given. Means if you deposit 100 rupees, you will get the interest as 80 rupees. If you deposit 200, you will get interest as rupees 160. On 3000 rupees, you will get 240 as interest. On 4000 rupees, you will get interest as 320. And on 5000 rupees, you will get interest as 400. Okay. So we will have to draw the graph. This is x-axis and this is y-axis, and both the axes meet at point O. Now money deposited will be considered on the horizontal axis, that means on x-axis we will write deposited money deposit in rupees. Okay, here it is given 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000. So here you are considering 1 unit, it means 1 box is equals to 1000. So here will be 2000, then here 3000, here 4000 and here 5000. Okay. So the scale on x-axis is 1 unit is equals to 100 rupees. Okay, now we'll be considering simple interest on the horizontal axis. Simple interest in rupees. Okay, now here 80, 160, 240, 320, 400. Now if you see these numbers properly, these all the numbers are table of 80. 82 is 160, 83 is 240, 84 is 320, 85 is 400. So if you take one box, means 1 unit is equals to, if you take 80, then you will get all the points. Here all the points are 80, 160, 240, 320 and 400. Okay, so here we have taken one box is equals to 80. Why? Because here all the numbers are multiples of 80. So if you take 1 unit, means one box equals to 80, then you will easily get all the numbers because these are the multiples of 80. Okay, now we'll write the scale. 1 unit is equals to 80 rupees as simple interest on the y-axis. Okay, so at first we have 1000 rupees. If you deposit 1000 rupees, so this we will have to consider as x-axis. Here is 1000. Okay, now to get the interest 80 rupees, you will have to go upwards and then to the y-axis, then only you will be getting 80 rupees as interest. So here the coordinate is first is the value of x, which is 1000, and second is the value of y, which is 80. Okay, similarly on 2000 rupees, here is 2000 is on the x axis. So on 2000 rupees you will get the interest 160. Okay, so till here we will go, and from here we will go towards y axis. So here is 160. So this is the coordinate 2000 comma 160. So here value of x is 2000 and value of y is 160. So to find the coordinate, first we will check the x axis. So here is 3000. Now from x axis we will go upwards to find the number on the y axis. Okay, now we'll go up to this. Now from here we will go to the left to y axis to get the value 240. So here two line meets. So this is the coordinate 3000 and 240. So value of x is 3000 and value of y is 240. Similarly on 4000 rupees, here is 4000. For 4000 interest is 320. So here value of x is 4000 and value of y is 320. And on 5000 rupees, here is 5000 on x axis. So if you go upwards, and from here if you go to the y axis, you will get 400. So this is the coordinate. Okay, this is the coordinate 5000 and 400. Okay, now we will join this to get the graph. Okay, this. Now the first question is, does the graph pass through the origin? If you extend the line, it comes from origin, because O means origin and the coordinate of origin is 0, 0. So does the graph pass through the origin? Yes. The graph pass through the origin. Okay. Now in the second part we have used the graph to find the interest on rupees 2500 for a year. So this is the money deposited by you, suppose 2500. Now where is 2500 in the graph? See, here is 2000 and here is 3000. So in between 2000 and 3000, that means exactly in between 2000 and 3000 is 2500. Now from here we will go upwards. Okay, now here the two line meets. Since we will have to find the interest on rupees 2500, so to find the interest we will have to go towards left to find the interest, because that is there on the y axis. Y axis is measuring the interest, right? So here see, this is coming exactly in between 160 and 240. So what will be the interest? Now we have considered 1 unit is equals to 80, means from here to here 160 to 240 is 80, right? The gap in between. And since we will have to find the number exactly in between this, so 80 divided by 5, 80 divided by 2, since we are finding the distance exactly in between, so it will be 40. Half of 80 is 40. So here is 160. So 160 plus 40 will be 200. Again 200 plus 40 is 240. Okay, so what we have got, if you deposit rupees 2500, then you will get the interest as 200. So we'll write the interest on rupees 2500 is rupees 200. Okay, in the third part we have to get an interest of rupees 280. Here interest is given per year. How much money should be deposited? This is exactly opposite of previous question. Here interest is given, we will have to find the money deposited. Now where is 280? 280 is the interest, and that we will get on the y-axis, right? Now here is 240 and here is 320, and we just now we have seen that exactly in between we have, how we will get exactly in between, if we add 40 with this number, then we will get the exact value in between of these two, right? So it is 280. Now from this point, if you go towards right, it meets over here. Now since you have to find the amount to be deposited, so you will have to go downwards to the x-axis. Now here it meets. Now see, this is exactly in between 3000 and 4000. So half of this is, here 1 unit we have considered as 1000 and half of 1000 is 500. So this will be 3500. So the amount should be deposited will be 3500. If you want to get the interest, rupees 280. Okay. Right. Rupees 3500 should be deposited to get an interest of rupees 280. Okay. So this was question number 1. Thank you, students.